Shame that tune!
You're fine there.
Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, you are gathered here tonight in this holy cathedral of music, comedy, and infotainment at the dawn of a new millennium to witness a game show like no other. A game show where your fate is decided by a wheel that clicks as it spins. A game show where you'll hear stories so shameful they'd make Cosmo blush. A show where you hear songs so hastily composed the batter is still mostly wet. Are you ready to shame that tune? Ryan Costello and Abraham Levitan.
Since this is our Blue State show, we'd like to present a different version of our theme song tonight, dedicated to those who have suffered.
Solidarity to you and yours.
When life gives you a story, too shameful not to share.
Like wedges in the locker room, bubble gum in your hair.
There's a game show standing by to take you there.
The name of the show is Shame That Tune. The name of the show is Shame That Tune.
The crowd will let you know it's good by the noises that you make.
And then you just might win yourself a gift card or a cupcake.
Either way, feel good about yourself, for goodness sake.
'Cause the name of the show is Shame That Tune. The name of the show is Shame That Tune. 'Cause the name of the show is Shame That Tune. The name of the show is Shame That Tune. Thanks everybody, and welcome to Shame That Tune. Last month we paid musical tribute to the Red States, and tonight it's all about the Blue States. So put those uncalloused, gluten-free, sob-driving hands together for our co-host. Here he is, Mr. Abraham Levitan. Abraham, hey, Gabriel, put the book away. We got a show to do.
No, Brian, we have a book club meeting right now, remember?
I know I double booked it, but I was kind of hoping that, maybe you guys could have your little meeting while I share my Blue State jokes I've been working on, like this. Hey guys, what if JFK had a Twitter account? I think it'd go a little like this. LMFAO, Castro. Screw back to Cuba. # what Cuban Missile Crisis.org.
Brian, no, please. Let's do our book club now, and we'll talk about the books we're reading and the wine we're drinking. It's a Blue State show, and this is a good opportunity for us to show our audience that we're, cultured. That we're not afraid to drunkenly try and use big words as we impress our friends with how well-read we are. After all, isn't that what being in a Blue State book club is all about?
Well, I guess we got to use these liberal arts degrees somehow. Okay, fine. Let's do this then. The Shame That Tune book club is now in session. Okay, Abraham, we'll start with you. Describe to everyone the wine you're sipping and the book you're reading.
Thanks, Brian. Tonight's wine is a 2005 Cabernet Sauvignon from the Three-Toed Penis Winery from, you know me, my beloved Napa Valley. Complex varietals, rich tannins, and a smoky oak bouquet with just a hint of chuckberries conspire to make each glass an experience to savor. And speaking of savored experiences, the book I've chosen to read is Run, Rabbit, Run by John Updike. Updike. Before reading him, I was under the delusion that quiet, small, little, tiny, boring northeastern towns carried no enchantment, no wonder. That the storm and drang of the American experiment existed solely in urban areas. But turns out people in the suburbs enjoy fucking as much as we do.
Really? They do, really.
Well, according to the master. Tell us about your wine, Brian, and that book you're holding.
Okay, well, here goes. Tonight's wine for me is a 2004 Riesling from the Galloping Cold Sore Winery. Also, it's an exotic blend of, let's see, pink hearts, yellow moons, orange stars, green clovers, and purple horseshoes. With a bouquet redolent of applewood bacon bits. And the grapes, organic. And the book I'm reading is The Wapshot Chronicle by John Cheever. John Cheever. What can I say about John Cheever that hasn't been said before? Okay, moving right along. Coach, tell us about your wine and your book.
Well, I don't drink fucking wine. And my parole agreement said nothing about being in a book club. So, the only books I read are written by either retired coaches or retired astronauts. Ryan knows this about me, so he gave me this. It's called Wooden, A Lifetime of Observations and Reflections on and Off the Court by John Wooden, who coached college. And at first I was like, this is total bullshit, but then I didn't realize that it was a joke book. So, he has all sorts of like coaching maxims in here, like 6 ways to bring out the best in people. You got this, number 1, keep courtesy and consideration for others foremost in your mind, at home and away. Come on. Competitiveness must be focused exclusively on the process of what you are doing rather than the result of that effort, the so-called winning or losing. I mean, this is ridiculous. I basically think that books are just there to remind us what people do when they're not playing sports. Right? What a waste of time that is.
Okay, Coach. All right. And moving right along, hey everybody, it's the Shame That Tune intern. Please welcome Brenda Scott, ladies and gentlemen. Brenda Scott, yes. And it looks like most of what you've been drinking has spilled all over yourself. And the book you're reading is upside down for starters, and if I can tell, it's called One's Company 2, the couch-tipping autobiography of John Ritter. That's great. That's wow. Just wow.
She really dug deep in the classical canon.
Yeah, well, interns. So that's anyway. That's our Shame That Tune book club, and
I got a problem here. Dead, white, male authors.
Oh no! It's the heckler.
No. You've got it wrong. I'm the multicultural heckler.
Great. That's great.
Yeah, swell. What are you yelling about this time?
I said that dead, white, male authors.
Dead white male authors, he said. Well, duh.
Yeah, are there any other kind? I mean, who ever heard of a dead white female author?
Or a living author, period. You're insane, buddy.
This book club is gender biased. It's racially skewed towards those people without color. And obvious epistemological. Listen. Obvious epistemological disdain for those who are living bodied.
Epistemo what?
Yeah, the
Living bodied, I think he means writers who aren't dead yet.
Assuming such a thing even exists. But hey, alright. Maybe our shrill-toned academic in the audience here is right. Maybe we do only like to read dead white male authors. Well, maybe we can talk about it. And since this is a Blue State show, we can have a panel discussion. After all, panel discussions solve all the world's problems, right?
I have a better idea, Brian. Instead, I'd like to present a song that expresses our feelings on this subject.
A song, huh? Okay.
Yeah. Let's take it back to America in 1963, when young Allen Ginsberg invented poetry. Like rusty nails cause bleeding, dead white males cause reading. Sophocles, Euripides, and Sidney Sheldon wrote comedies and tragedies that still get our vote. Ian Fleming, Thomas Mann, the rest of our Western canon. If you ever have to kick out Rabelais or Rousseau, it's because you're making room for Tom Clancy. He'll be dead soon, you know. Don't forget L. Ron Hubbard, he mastered the art. His books are so heavy and they make us feel smart. And I'd rather chew all the world's jails than part with my beloved dead white males. Because dead white males, they write the books.
Show for you tonight. Stick around and we're going to play us some Shame That Tune. But first, word from our sponsor, the Kale Patch.
The last time I wasn't eating enough kale.
Mountain pose? How the fuck can I do mountain poses with toxins pouring out of my fucking ear?
I got pretty irritable.
Call yourself local? These radishes are from fucking Beijing, asshole!
I wasn't exactly myself.
Iceberg lettuce? Iceberg lettuce? Quit drooling and memorize that alphabet, or someone's going to
I never want to go through that again. So this time, I'm using Kale Patch. Kale Patch. With Kale Patch, I can practically hear the carotenoids, flavonoids, and manganese raging war on cellular oxidation in my body. It gives me the strength I need to prepare my toddler for Harvard, learn Mongolian Chinese, and sew a new wardrobe made completely from plastic shopping bags. Kale Patch. Patch on the goodness.
Ooh, honey, you've been to the farmer's market, haven't you?
All right, we're back. All right, welcome back to Shame That Tune. Here's how we play. This is our Blue State themed show. We have 3 contestants. They come up one at a time. They spin this here wheel of musical subgenres, and it'll land on there. They tell an embarrassing anecdote from high school or younger, a little bit older. They read maybe from their diary or just tell a story, and then I interview them for 4 minutes, and then Abraham over here composes a song on the spot about the story in the style of whatever came up on the wheel. And it should be obvious to everyone here, this is a Blue State themed wheel. So let's run through it, shan't we? Bob Marley. Bob Marley.
I've sipped a latte to his music.
Yes. Dorm room rock. Paul Simon. Yes.
I've had a doppio espresso to his music. Yes.
Oh, here's one. Nora Jones. Yes, Nora Jones.
Let's see who's next on the wheel.
Oh, Garden State. Oh, nothing says Blue State like a nice Zach Braff montage. Oh, here's one for douchebags. The Decemberists. Yes, the Decemberists. Okay. Okay. The films of Wes Anderson. Yes. Raising Arizona.
Who could forget Barton Fink?
Barton Fink, yes. Indeed. Fine film. Miller's Crossing movies. Yes. Lush. Dave Matthews Band. Wonderful response here. Dave Matthews Band. You've heard of him, okay? Here's one. Oh, Brother, Where Art Thou? Yes.
Now that was a Wes Anderson movie.
Yes. Fine one, too. Fine one. Oh, look who's next. Fleetwood Mac. John McVie.
I remember 1992 like it was yesterday.
I do too. Okay. Tracy Chapman. Tracy Chapman.
She stole our heart with deceptively simple songs.
Thanks, Amazon.com. I've made many a photocopy at Kinko's with her music in the background. Buena Vista Social Club. Yes.
There was a white person in that band, wasn't there?
I don't know. Here's the one, question mark. This is, some of you Shame That Tune vets know, this is where we take a suggestion from you, the audience, for a musical artist of preferably Blue State, but any requests that you have, feel free to shout them out. Okay, here we go on the count of 3. 1, 2, you guys ready? 3. These brothers. Anya! Someone didn't have their kale patch. Enya!
Otherwise, it would have been a long drive home.
I don't think I've ever shouted the word Enya with that much. Well, good. Now we have Enya as the final category, and let's.